Cancer, and lay out 5 cards to sort of learn a little bit more about what this relationship holds. What is it that this person can offer you, what you can expect. Okay, it's definitely quite a fast-paced energy, or things will be moving fairly quickly. Both these knights can be seen as a little bit irrational, but they're definitely both fast-paced. So my understanding would be is that straight away this person will want to move things or progress things quite quickly. I do feel like they'll want to jump into things without thinking about things properly. I don't know if they're driven by excitement, okay, uncertainty, anxiety, maybe by lust or passion, because that one's energy is coming up. But they're going to see you as someone really significant, okay? They're going to see you as the 4 of Cups. So, and as you can see, this is the hand of God that emerges from the cloud and offers the cup to this person here. So emotionally, this person is going to feel like you're a gift from God, or you're a gift from the universe, or in some way, shape or form, they've asked or wished or fantasized about someone like you, Cancer. And when you're going to come into this person's existence, when you're going to show up into their life, they're really going to be amazed. So they're going to see it as a pleasant surprise. And they're going to attach this higher realm attachment to you. And, I mean, maybe that's the case, Cancer. Maybe you were destined to meet. You were fated to come into each other's paths. But I definitely feel like that's what this person is going to realize. I also feel like there's revelations coming up around them. So I feel like, but I think this is going to happen with time, because there's patience around this card here. With time, I definitely feel like this person will be able to fall in love with you. But I see the rush, I see the anxiousness, and I don't know if it's necessarily loneliness, but they're going to really feel lonely when you're not in touch, or when you're not together, or when you're not around. For some of you, it's a long-distance connection, or this relationship has the potential to become a long-distance connection for some of you. The Knight of Wands is a traveler. So geographical distance, if this is the way things are going for some of you, it can definitely go to that level. But I feel like there's possibly one-sidedness. The 6 of Pentacles is giving help, is receiving help. It is a card of generosity and trying to turn things into balance. So I think equality is really important for this person. Giving and taking is really important to them, Cancer. And I think they're going to be quite generous in their relationship, with their time, with their energy, with their feelings, with their money even. I feel like they're going to give a lot to this. I do. I don't know if it'll be a case of things moving too quickly. I don't know if you'll need to establish certain boundaries. You may have to. You may have to sort of settle the pace a little bit here, Cancer. But I feel like there could be generosity, but there could also be times when things are very one-sided. But I don't necessarily think it's all them coming onto you and you just sort of kicking back with your feet up. I don't think that's the case, because I think at times you have to work on a balance, because it's almost like at one time or another in this relationship, should you decide to pursue one, Cancer, it's almost like this person is coming on full throttled and then they back down and then you do it. Then you have that same approach, then you're coming on strong, and then it's all fire and it's all intensity, and then the other sort of backs away a little bit. So, I mean, that's quite an interesting dynamic, but I feel like it may play out this way. But the scales would indicate equality. It is Libran energy, and Libran energy is a sign of union and bondship. So I think the fact that has come up here does indicate the two of you could have a very significant bond here, that this person will want a union with you, whatever it is that they're wanting, whichever kind of relationship, they're going to want that with you, Cancer. And there is excitement. Like I said, I don't know what it's necessarily driven by, but it's definitely there. The 9 of Swords could be a little bit of confusion, though. They might give off mixed messages sometimes in this connection. They might say things they don't mean, or say things too quickly, or, but that's all about action. So I'm wondering if they'll say and they'll do things before they actually think about them. And that might cause some confusion. The Nine of Swords is us being plagued by thoughts and words and communication we didn't really understand or grasp. It could be that this person feels like they may have a bit of trouble understanding you and what you communicate in this relationship. But I'm definitely sensing some confusion in this relationship. It could be them or it could be you, but someone could be in that energy of feeling mentally confused. But I do think this person, you are going to connect quite well on a passionate and intimate level. Anything to do with sort of like sex and travel and adventure, I think the two of you could really align there. I think your passions will align, and that will bring you an excitement to the relationship. So you're definitely going to feel like you're on your toes here, Cancer. Now, for some of you, that might be a really good thing. You know, something very sudden, that moves quite quickly, offers a lot of spontaneity, a lot of passion. I don't feel like they're going to be short on affection as well, which I think you'll really love. I feel like they are quite affectionate and they're going to be this way about you. I do feel like whilst they'll care, that they could be quite touchy and affectionate with you, but I think it comes from a good place. So I feel like a lot of you can expect this sort of active sex life and travel or adventure or dates. It's turning up the heat here with the Knight of Wands. So I feel like this person is going to really put themselves out of their comfort zone for you, I feel. I do feel like they're going to put a lot on the line for whatever you have, whatever sort of connection this is. And I do feel like they'll want to do those things. But I think finding equality is the most important thing, or equality is important to this person. I think definitely in their past they've come up with some sort of energy where they've been restricted or they've been held back in relationships. And I think they're coming out fresh from that. Whether it did happen to them in their recent or distant past, nonetheless, I think they're bringing that energy. So equality is very important, or mutual agreement. Whether this is agreeing to disagree, you need to be on their level or they need to be on yours, or they're not going to feel it. They need to feel that giving back energy. And it doesn't have to be that you need to shower each other with expensive gifts and things. It's just about being on an equal or same wavelength for them. I think that's very important. Giving and taking and showing kindness. I think that's what you could expect and what this person wants from you. But I do think this relationship could move fairly quickly. But the Knight of Swords is often seen as reckless, so I think that's important to just slow things down when you can. But they're going to have a lot of realizations about you. I love that this has come up because I feel like this could turn serious. The tree in the background is the tree of life, so there's growth and evolving and becoming enlightened here. I think you're going to become more enlightened as a person from this relationship, from this person. In fact, I think that's exactly what they're bringing to your life, And the fact that that hand of God emerges from the cloud here, there is a lesson to be learnt here. Give it any title, God, Spirit, the universe, the angels, fate, chance, whatever you want to label it, or whatever your belief system is, Cancer. I think there's a higher purpose for this. I really do. But there can be a bit of neediness. You could see that this person can be quite needy. Okay. Could even be submission. Okay, these people submit to this one. So they could be quite a submissive person. And then, the Emperor is here as well. And people submit to the Emperor. So there's definitely something about submission here. Whether they're going to want you to submit to them, or whether you'll naturally just submit to them because of their energy, or they'll be the one that's going to submit to you. But submission or submissive energy is coming up, and you may notice submission or submissive behavior in a relationship with this person, whether you are the one taking on that role or they are. Time will tell, Cancer. But quite an interesting reading, I feel, for this kind of connection. But pacing, I think, is the biggest thing. And this person's possibly the way they communicate. Okay, so you might notice these sorts of trends. But I do hope this reading has been helpful. Thank you again so much for watching.